Hi guys, so a very warm welcome back to my channel, Funny Fella Trader. Today this video is going to be for beginners, so Forex for beginners, and I'm going to answer a few questions that I get asked a lot from people that are just getting into Forex or thinking about it. I just made a quick list, 4 or 5 questions, just to help people along in their decision on and understanding what actually is the Forex market. So, first question I always get asked is, what is Forex? Like, what in the name of God actually is it? So, simply put, the Forex market is just a foreign exchange market where currency v currency. So, if you look at this is Euro USD. So, the Euro against the US dollar. You can see it up in the top left hand corner. So, simply put, this is Euro v USD, and there is many other pairs. So, for example, you could do British pound against US dollar, British pound against Japanese yen. You could do Canadian dollar against Japanese yen, Australian dollar against New Zealand dollar, gold, you name it, gold, oil, silver, you name it, it's there. Now, my pairs, you don't have to trade them all. This is what I trade: British pound USD, Euro USD, Euro, or sorry, USD CAD, gold again, or US dollar. The DAX is just the USD currency index, Euro index, and British pound index. So it's basically just currency against currency. So, for example, if you think euro is going to go up today, it's going to be stronger than the US dollar. And being the Euro USD calendar, or sorry, chart, the market's going to move up. Okay. Now, the foreign exchange market, the Forex market itself, is the biggest market in the world. What I mean by that is there is trillions and trillions of transactions and money bought and sold every single day on the foreign exchange market. So it's huge. So there's fortunes can be made and fortunes can be lost, but you don't have to worry about that. All right, and I'll explain that later on. Now, the next question I get asked is, what do I need to get started? You honestly do not need that much. Like, do I need much money to get started? What do I need to get started? You do need a laptop or a computer of some sort. All right. There's no point doing it on the phone. Anybody tells you to do it on the phone, clueless, gambler. Walk away, forget about them. You will need a laptop or you will need a desktop, whichever you prefer to use. Now, the programs you need are free. So to see these charts, so to see Euro USD or to see Great British Pound, Guinea USD, for example, you need to go to the website, which one I use is tradingview.com. Right? Tradingview.com, sign up there for free, use the charts, and that's it. And the next thing you need is MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5. MT4 or MT5. You just download that simply onto your computer or onto your phone. I just use mine off my phone because I just find it handier that way. It's easier for me. And what MetaTrader 4 is, it's just your connection to the market. So it's your connection to British pound v US dollar, where you can buy or sell. You just hit the buy or sell button on that. All right? That's the second system you need. Now, two other programs as a beginner you're going to need is, if you go to babypips.com, you're going to want to know what time the market's open and close at. So this is set on New York time zone, but I'm from Ireland, so I will be, well, London's the same time zone as Ireland. So that tells you the time the Sydney market's open, the Asia, the London session, the New York session. And the other thing you will need is, you're going to need to know when the economic calendar, when news comes out. So obviously with the pairs I trade, I'm interested in big news for USD, British pound, Canadian dollar, etc., etc. And that's on investing.com. All right. That is simply all you need to really get started in the Forex market. No, you do not need a ton of money. And I'll tell you later on why in another question. Now, another question I get asked is, how do I buy and sell? Like, what is buying and selling? What do you mean that this is a 3-to-1 trade, or I only risk 1%, etc., etc.? So, looking at the British pound US dollar here, if you thought, you know what, today the market, in this market, the British pound is going to gather strength and the US dollar is going to be a wee bit weaker, then what you're going to do is you're going to buy British pound. So, for example, you're going to buy, say you buy here, and this is just, I wouldn't take an entry here, by the way, but this is hypothetically speaking. You're like, you know what, I'm buying here. This is my stop loss, or this is my take profit up here to take out these highs. And just by moving this, you can see these numbers moving here. So I want you to pay attention to this 3.41. I'm going to make this a 4-to-1 trade. And I'll explain in just a second what exactly a 4-to-1 trade is. So just bear with me. So this is actually taking a lot longer than I thought, but so now you can see it's round off to 4-to-1. This is just for an example. So what does that mean? This for? That means you're risking, for example, this shaded area is my stop loss area. So if I thought the market was going to go against me, instead of moving up as it has, say it goes up a little but starts to come against me now. The moment it goes through this stop loss, your trade will close automatically. And that could be your risk of $5, a dollar, $500, $100, just depending on what you want to risk, to make 4 times that. So you're risking, say, for talk's sake, $100 to make $400. All right, and that's basically a 4-to-1. Now you can move your stop loss to whatever size you want, but obviously the bigger the stop loss, the bigger the risk, and the bigger the reward. But that's for another video. What you're ultimately doing is, if you had entered this trade, you're making the profits from the difference from where you bought to where you ultimately closed your trade. Now you could set that as your take profit up here, but ultimately if you wanted to close the trade down here, you could. You go for a 1-to-1 trade and risking £100 to make £100. And the reverse happens when you sell. So if you sold here, believing the US dollar is going to go gather strength and the British pound is going to get a bit weaker, it's just vice versa. All right, so that is how you buy and sell on the market, and that is your connection is the MetaTrader 4 to that buy and sell. Now you might see people, just quickly in case people's getting confused, you might see most charts like this. So this is just almost the default in trading view. Bearish candles or candles that move downwards are red, and candles that move upwards are green. Mine is just set to what I customize it to. Candles that move bearish or downwards are grey, and candles that move bullish or upwards are blue. Simple as that. Just so people aren't getting confused. Now, one of the biggest questions I get asked, and I want to spend a wee bit of time on this one, is Forex a scam? This gets asked every single day. I've heard stories, heard that, and guess what? They're all true. Forex itself is not a scam. The market is legit. It's regulated. It's been about for years. But there is scam artists in the Forex industry. There's people who will just take your money and run. They have no clue how to trade, by the way. They're just sucking you into numerous ways to get the money out of you. And I'm going to give you a couple of examples. One of them could be saying, guess what, my guy, if you put £500 into this broker, $500, just depending where you're from, I'll make you 10 times that in a week. They're not going to do it. They're going to take. They're going to say, if you just send that money to me, we'll set all this here up. Without you doing your research, knowing that this person is legit, then chances are that is a scam, or it's just going to take you $500, £500, and just bolt, block you, bolt, and away. That's it. He's £500 made, or he's going to say, look, we'll teach you how to trade if you sign up to this broker here. They're getting a cut out of the money you put in the broker. They have no clue how to trade. They don't care. From that point on, they've made money for you. To me, that's a scam again. All right. And then the next thing is somebody will say they're a mentor. If you send me $3,000, I'll teach you in 3 weeks how to make $20,000. You are not going to learn how to trade Forex in 3 weeks. It's impossible. Okay? You have to be realistic when it comes to Forex trading. This takes time. Think of Forex trading as a degree. So, for example, you're going on to be a lawyer. You need a degree to be a lawyer. You need an understanding of law. Just as you need an understanding of the law of the markets, how the markets move, why they move, what makes them move. Just as a law degree, it's the exact same thing in a different occupation. You need to know what you're doing. Like, would you go into court again, the best barrister, solicitor, lawyer, attorney in the world, and you have no clue about law? Because this market, picture this market as the best, the absolute all-time great barrister, lawyer, solicitor, attorney, whatever way you want to put it, in the world. And you're going into court representing yourself against this person with no clue or no degree or no understanding of law, i.e., the markets. You're going to lose, and you're going to lose hard. Or you're a driving instructor who's never drove a car in his life. You're going to crash and burn. So you need to learn these markets. It is a degree. And with that, be careful who your mentors are. Okay? You want somebody who does know what they're doing. You want somebody who understands the market, who is proof, and is going to spend time with you, and is going to be realistic with you. I do a mentorship myself, and I'm only going to take on 20 people this year because it's going to be 12 months long. And it's going to take the full 12 months before this starts to bed in exactly how you trade, how to trade, and how to make money. And just to revert back to, is Forex a scam? Or should I say, do I need to spend loads of money on it? Will I lose money on it? You don't have to lose money on it at all. Will you have to invest in a quotation marks a degree in it, a mentorship in it? Yes, you will. It's the only way to learn. It's the best way to learn is from people that know how. Just as in anything else. But bar that, will you lose money if you lose a trade? No. Whenever you get into trading, you please, for the love of God, only demo. Use the demo accounts. That's what they're there for. They're there to learn. They're there for you to make mistakes and lose nothing. It's monopoly money. It doesn't exist. That's the way to learn. And once you start seeing consistency in your demo account, then and only then should you think about, you know what, maybe I'll do a prop firm challenge. And the prop firms to run through is, you know, they will give you money. They'll give you $100,000, for example, if you pass a challenge that they have set out for you to pass. It's their way of saying that you can prove to them that you can trade. So you don't actually have to invest your own money at all. And you don't have to lose your own money at all. Now, if you hear the horror stories of people losing a fortune, that's people that, guess what? They go into this trade here, okay? They're like, this is going to melt. I'm going to put my trade on here. Um, sorry, yes, I'm going to do a sell trade. I'm going to aim for way down here, to match this over here. And I'm not going to bother with a stop loss. So stop loss is if the market, that's all you're prepared to risk before the trade closes. They're like, I'm not doing stop loss. I'm just going to let them, it's not going to come up. And if it does come up like this, it's like in their minds they're going, oh, it's retracing a wee bit. Oh, yeah, it's come back me a wee bit. Next thing I knew it was going to come back down. And next thing it just keeps going up and up and up and up. And next thing, your whole account is blue because the market run against you, and you couldn't swallow your ego or your pride to put a stop loss in because you're right all the time, and you're not right all the time. All right, that's another thing as a scam. Anybody tells you the 100% win record, lies, run, walk away, doesn't happen. It's a unicorn. It doesn't exist. It's make believe. You're going to lose the trading. But as long as you're trading and your risk management is set up okay, then your wins will outwork your losses. So you might have a 50% win rate, 50% lose rate, and still be worth an absolute fortune because your wins are bigger than your losses. All right, so that's basically everything you need to know about the markets to just get a quick understanding of what it is and any concerns or fears you had. And I hope that's kind of made things a little bit clear for you in your decision. Maybe it's not for you, maybe it is for you. I just hope it helps. And I'm absolutely open to questions and comments. Walk away. If maybe there's a video you want to say something else, maybe you have a question that I haven't answered yet. Please feel free to ask away. I absolutely love doing this. I love teaching. I love making videos and explaining to people and helping people along because part of my deal with the big fella upstairs, and it's okay if you don't believe in him, but I do, is if I could see what I needed to see in the markets that I would help people. Someday it was me, I was looking at the markets like, I get this now. Then my deal with the big man upstairs was I'm going to help people along the way to do the same. So yeah, that's why I'm more than just a quick explanation is why I'm more than happy to have. So I hope that's cleared up a few things for you folks. And happy and safe trading. Be careful, make the right decisions, do your research, and you can really enjoy this and change your life. Thanks very much. Till next time.